And welcome to News Channel 8. I'm Jerome Aegean, and in tonight's top stories, 2 Virgin Islanders were nabbed transporting drugs to the B.V.I. News Channel 8's Lee Carl brings us this story.
2 residents of the U.S. Virgin Islands and a native of Dominica are spending the first week of the new year in a British Virgin Islands jail after getting charged with importing large amounts of cocaine and marijuana. On New Year's Eve, Shamori Shinnery of St. Thomas traveled to Jos Van Dyke on the native Sun Ferry from Red Hook carrying 482 grams of marijuana, according to the Royal British Virgin Islands Police Force spokesperson Diane Drayton. B.V.I. customs agents found the drugs in the vacuum-sealed plastic bags wrapped in his clothing, according to Matt Probasco's article and the source. The drugs have a street value of about $4,820, and Drayton said the police speculate the cannabis or the drugs were to be sold at the island's famed New Year's parties at Jos Van Dyke. Shinnery, listed in the news reports as 20 years old, transported to Tortola. He pled guilty to the importation of drugs and possession with intent to distribute, and he has pleaded guilty and is scheduled for sentencing on Wednesday. And the police didn't release any more information about the range of possibilities he faces. And also, last week, the B.V.I. Police Marine Unit captured 2 men on a yacht carrying 56 kilograms of cocaine. Ronald Weissel, a 58-year-old U.S. citizen, was riding in the Virgin Islands, was captaining the sailboat Captain Ron with crewman Hilary Toussaint of Dominica. When the B.V.I. police searched the vessel, they were arrested and charged with the importation of drugs and possession with intent to supply and possession of cocaine. Police said they didn't have any further details on the arrest about that. In St. Thomas, Lee Carl for News Channel 8.
Thanks, Lee. And sticking with crime, here's your crime blotter report with News Channel 8's Wes Small.
Still piecing together parts of the crime blotter over this long holiday season, as we had a Jamaican reggae artist that got ripped off not far from here in downtown Christiansted, that at the Best Western Hotel. Craig Serrani Marsh, well-known producer and reggae artist, early Sunday morning, as he and a companion were apparently dropped off in the Best Western parking lot, he was then accosted by some masked men who led him to his hotel room, and these are from his words, and then alleviated him from $10,000 plus some jewelry. Could we be in the middle of a promoter war? Well, who knows? But according to the website of Serrani, he knows who did it. So perhaps we didn't see the end of that. But of course, if you know anything about this artist who got ripped off and his money was stolen, $10,000, that from Best Western Hotel Sunday morning, you should call 778-2211, or you should call 911. Here's a scary story. Around 8 o'clock yesterday morning, after that tramp that they had through here at Times Square, a young lady had a car accident in Altoona Lagoon, not too far from here, headed east. And as she was waiting for some kind of help, 2 guys tried to help her out, so she thought. As she flagged them down, not a thing went so. They put her into the vehicle, and then they rode her to where she thought she was going. They took a detour, and that's when she asked them, please take me where I wanted to go. And they went off the road, and they tried to rape her. Now, she did escape, fortunately, and she made her way into Anselmo Command to make the police report. So here's a word to the wise. Anyone out there, if they have a car accident or something like that, please be careful who you flag down to help you. You could get molested or even robbed. So if anything knows anything about that incident, if you know anything about that incident that happened at the Lagoon yesterday morning, you should call 778-2211 or 911. That's a piece of the crime report. I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.